Hello everyone, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. Corn here. And first off, I apologize if I sound a little funny. This is take two because I was in the middle of the video and I started coughing and I had this little tickle in my throat, so now I have a lozenge that's taking care of it for me because I wanted to do this today because my cute husband, Handsome, has gone into the office just for a part of a day. And when he goes in, I like to have y'all up in the craft room with me because he's right across the hall, his office. And when he's on a call, I get distracted, because I can hear him. And so this way, I'm not distracted at all. And the reason I brought y'all up here again is instead of doing for the next giveaway, remember I'm doing the journal with bees and flowers and pollinators, like there's a few butterflies in too. And if I were to just sit down and do a project share with y'all know how I am and explaining stuff and showing I use this, that, and the other, that it would probably be 2 hours, and I don't think anybody wants to see that. But that's why I thought if I bring you up, we'll show you I'll show you periodically what I've been doing. And since we last came together in the classroom, oh boy, craft room, I've fallen in love with index cards. I'm sure a lot of y'all are thinking now, Corn, where have you been hiding? We've been working with index cards for years. But I had gotten them at Dollar Tree, put them up on the shelf, and just left them there. I like the Dollar Tree ones because they're flexible. Well, not by the time I end up working with them. Only one remained flexible, and that's because I put ribbons on it. But, yeah, I really enjoy working with them. I do. They are fun. There's just so many things you can do. And one of the things I did was this little, I'm going to end up putting pages in it. I wasn't sure if I was going to or not. Let me get close. We have the little closure is just a little paper clip in pink, and then I put a pink bulb pin. Let's see if we can show you. Is that? Let's see. Oh, let's get my bee turned around, right? Like so. And the little bee charm comes from, that's from Amazon. Then we have wooden beads, little pearl, pink pearl, and then the gold beads up here. And I've had them a while, or I tell you, I know I got the wooden beads. Uh-oh, do I know? I think those were Hobby Lobby. The pink little baby pearl ones I know were Hobby Lobby, and I'm not sure about the gold. But it's just a matter, you can see we put a little dent in there where my paper clip was, but I don't mind. I've done them this small before, but not with a cover that is an index card. But I have some pink paper, excuse me, I have some pink paper that's going to go in here. And I love to just tear the edges on this side, I don't know if I'm going to staple the pages in or if I'm going to sew them in yet, but that's how this one came out. Let me get this together here. So that's how that one came out. Then this is the one I was telling you about that stayed flexible, and I'm using them. I did that with it because, like I said, some people aren't in love with the vines. I would love them all to be pink, to be honest, but or black, but they're blue. And then this one either looks like a red or looks like red to me. And so I just took my picked raspberry distress ink and did that to it to go with, these colors. Now, this grosgrain ribbon I got like 3 or 4 years ago at Michaels, these two, and they already have the tape, the double-sided tape on the back of them. This one I got at Hobby Lobby. This is one of those ribbons that, remember when they tell us on the packaging that they didn't bind the edges? Well, that's one of those. And I just thought color-wise it was perfect with those. So that's staying flexible. Not the other ones so much. And like I said, I think they make great journaling cards. This is what I did with this one. Ooh, I had some fun. Although at one point I looked at that and I said, oh mercy, that kind of looks like a storm, doesn't it? I wasn't going for that, but just I put with my glue stick, this is the one I use for larger projects like this. I like it. I had said before that it was made in Canada. It's not made in Canada. It's made in Mexico. It says it's non-toxic. It's good. It's really, I like it personally. And I got that off of Amazon. And remember, it's black and white with a lot of yellow for the bees, but it also has, as you see, pink and stuff like that. So just as a journaling card, I was tempted to come in here and go ahead and take not this flower, but everything around it with my colored pencils and work on. Then I thought, no, just I thought it looked kind of classy like it was, so I left it alone. And then remember the video when I did all the embossing, worked with the embossing folders? Well, I think this makes a great journaling card, and that's what I did on this one, which this reminds me of. This is done with wild honey, distress oxide, and reminds me of honey too. So I did that one. Then this one, which is like this, the same paper used, and just did it you know, put this on the side that has the lines on it, and then just did a fancy little crocodile on that. I think these are so pretty. I don't do much to them, although right now you'll see a different one that I did. I like them the way they are. You will probably recognize this paper from Hobby Lobby. And then I left whenever I leave the lines, I try to do a little something different that the winner can write on and maybe not mind the lines so much. I love the lines, but let's see, this one, that's another one that I was going to do some inking on, but I decided not to and just put two little darling bees instead of those Maggie Home bees stickos, little ones, and then did that on the front or on the line side. And then this one, same thing, put this paper here, and this paper, I don't know if it's picking it up. Oh yes it is. It has a real sheen to it, and Hobby Lobby put these on sale for like, well, that was like 3 years ago, for like over 75%, and I grabbed them because people weren't, because what had happened was, you know how Hobby Lobby usually stamps the single sheets 59 cents or whatever. Well, these they had put a sticker on, and the adhesive had kind of messed up that one little section where they were on. But I was like, well, I don't care about that. I'll just cut it out and keep going. So I was real tickled to find those in that gorgeous shade of pink. And I also found them in, I think they called it gunpowder or something like that, which would be great for vintage. But anywho, this is an Anna Griffin cutout. I just fussy cut this out of one of her sheets of paper. Yes, I use that sparingly because I just love it. And but I thought with that yellow, that pop of yellow, and then went ahead and just cut this paper out, and then just went. I have a Fisker's scallop punch for there. Just a little place for the winter to do some extra journaling. So on my journaling card, I put, yes, another journaling spot and a tuck spot. So, and then last but not least, when it comes to these, I did the purple on the back because of the lines again, and this is my favy because I did a collage with, remember all the, not all of them, there's one or two that I'm going to use, I think it's two that I'm going to use later in a different project. But these are all the embossed papers I did, put together. And then this little bee, I stamped this out. This is Maggie Holmes bee, and I stamped quite a few of those out. It was before I got another bee stamp set, and so but plus I really like it. And then I took my alcohol markers and just did the little yellow there on its cute little butt. But that's my fave. That's how that one came out. And then I thought, let me show you what I did with some of my stuff, you know. So, what else I've been working on, I guess I should say. But when I say some of my stuff, that I meant to say some of my embossed folder thing. This is how some pages came out. This is another piece that, remember when I stamped with, and then did some watercolor with the stamping. That's one of the flowers, and then I just put 3 sequins for the pollen in the center of that one. This is what we worked with the embossing folders. And let's see, you know, you could put something like so in each one. And that's what I did with one of them. We make little pockets here. And what I did to get the circle is I took my jar of gesso and just flipped this over, traced it, and cut it. Did it twice. And then made a pocket out of this one. Did we do this one together? We might have done this one together. And yeah, so there's, let me grab that. So there's a pocket here. You know, I'm not going to go all the way down because it does. This needs to be a little more narrow. Well, like so. Maybe we can do that. And that's what I did with that one. Made a pocket out of it. This doesn't have the embossing paper on it, but this came to me in the middle of the night. Have y'all ever done that? You wake up and you go, oh, I know what I want to do with those, you know, tiny envelopes. Each envelope has a piece of black cardstock in it in case the winner wants to write in white pen on them. And this is all the paper that the pages, the black and white pages, this is taken, these 5 are taken from that. And remember when I showed you on my Dollar Tree haul, sorry for that big 18-wheeler going by. Remember I showed you how cool this was I found in the school section? Date, subject, note, summary. I just thought that's precious for a journal. And what you have to do is cut it a little bit, trim it a little bit, fold it like so, and it's ready to go in a belly band. Isn't that darling? I just love that. I'm so happy to find that at Dollar Tree. I think that's all I did in that one, yeah. Then for some smaller, there's a few smaller pages in, and this I just, you know, rounded this corner only because I wanted to put, you all have seen it's Tim Holtz ephemera piece, but that yellow, even though this is a reddish rose, that yellow, I just had to do it, and I love the little rosebuds. And this is just a matter of paper that is just folded over. All 4 corners are rounded, and I haven't decided which one I want to do yet, but I will put a little something up here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Maybe take little bits and pieces that I have in here. Excuse me. Excuse me. And put on there. And then this one, this is a sticky note, y'all. And put that glue stick on the back of it, on all of it. Put it on white cardstock. Fussy cut it out. But isn't it precious? And there's that yellow and pink, and there's the blue flowers and the yellow and pink roses. I thought that went with it perfectly. And So this again is just another little spot to journal on. And then I did do the We Are Memory Keepers border punch on that one. And I'll show you this in a minute. And then with this one, this is the embossed paper, some cotton lace, just a little tiny bit of seam binding that I had stained, and then a tiny piece of that rose border. And then I told Handsome, I showed it to Handsome, I want to do an accordion fold. And I told him, I said, you know, I want to have the bee so that he's nosediving right for the flowers to get that pollen. Right? That's what I was thinking of. And then on this one, I made altered a little paper clip. And do you all remember, I am using the stuff I've been hauling from, remember the Prima flowers that Hobby Lobby had on clearance recently, and I hauled this. It didn't have a button in the center. Remember, the center was about this high with the brown center. It was big. Well, I very gingerly took that off, found this button, went through my stash, and then took some of that pretty, it's a golden yellow embossing. Oh boy, I've got that on my mind. Embroidery thread, and hand sewed that on. And then this, the stem and leaves is trim from Amazon. And then I think I told you all I took this darling little bee off of its fabric. It's a cotton kitchen towel from Dollar Tree. And so that's how that worked out. You know, I've done nothing else to that. I just had fun making that, you know. And if you want to do something different with your Prima flowers, you might want to keep it as is. I don't know if you could put it inside of a journal, but you could put it on the cover. Because it's just, there's almost too much dimension, I thought, for a journal on the inside. On the outside, be fine. But I just want to let y'all know you can take it off very gingerly, the center of it, and do something else different with it if you want. Now, I did fail at something, y'all. Now, if y'all have any hints of something, remember I had gotten these on my last Dollar Tree. These are our little folders. Excuse me. That you can mail stuff in or do whatever you want with it. Well, it does have this seam here. And what I've done in the past was you cut it here, then I went ahead, I like to score everything. Some people just fold it over and that's it and get the center. But I scored it in the center. And so I had a piece here and here. But it would be a pocket here and a pocket there. And of course, then you sew it in your signature there. Well, I tell you, I did everything I knew humanly possible to make it right. But it didn't work out for me. What had happened was, and let me show you what I had done. You know, you decorate. Well, that was on the inside. This is on the outside of one. But you know what I mean. Here I'd be, because see, I had to cut them out because you decorate one side and you decorate the other side and vice versa. You know, you go in here on this side and do the same. Well, it buckled so much. I mean, and just that no matter what I did, I couldn't get it. And it wanted to buckle at first, but I kept thinking, you know what I mean? And I took my bone folder and I was like, you know, behave. But I couldn't get it to behave. I don't know, somewhere in my head I thought, well, if I just keep it going, then I can somehow with my brayer and everything just get it flat, and then that'll be that. But no, it kept buckling. So it ended up, because I had already put the work in on these guys and these guys. These are the other two. And because I had a bee pages, and then I had the butterfly pages because they both are our pollinators. And I have taken these flowers and fussy cut them out of this. This is a fat quarter from Walmart, and they might still have this here because we don't go into Walmart and shop like we used to, but you know, they'll do it for you. They'll shop for you. They've been fantastic during the pandemic. But yeah, I just cut them out, but I had to be super careful doing that because it, you know, it's cotton and it frays quite a bit. So, and then I did stamping. This is an Art C stamp that I've had for quite some time, and this again is the Maggie Holmes stamp. And I have them going for the pollen, and these two going towards that. Except this one, I thought for both of them, this one's going to take a turn, y'all. This is going to go, and then go. I just like the placement of this one a little better in that direction. And what I decided to do now is, here's one of my pages. Oh yeah, I need to show you that too. Another thing I did with our embossed folders is just fussy cut that out after embossing and inking, and you know, you can put just a little tuck spot there, which I might end up doing one of them because you can still journal on the back of these. And let's see how this one looks. Oh yeah, I like that one, you know. So I can still use them. I'll probably round the corners and stuff like that. But as you know, if you're doing something and you make, well, I didn't make a mistake. It just wasn't going for me. And I kept thinking if I did sew on paper, I would sew down the middle. And I would also sew here, you know, on this seam. Or maybe even take the seam out entirely and then sew, you know, refold it. If you all have any hints and stuff what you do, I'd appreciate it, because I thought maybe next time I'll kind of redo it, undo it, and then redo it, you know? Because by the time you cut here and here, you've got, you know, you've just got this, you don't have this seam to worry about. You just have the center seam. So I was thinking, or maybe even cut that out and refold it or something. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what to do on that one. Let's see. Oh, and what I had done, because see, let me see. This comes back. What I had done, since I decorated here and here, here and here, and we had a pocket here and a pocket there, I had done these journaling cards with the tabs so that, you know, they went right in here, you know, and the little tab stuck out. Well, I can still do that. I can still, you know, do it on my pages. I can even take my two, you know, glue my page here and here, you know. So that can still be done. And then this will, I wanted one to peek out here, and I wanted the other one, which is this one, to peek out here, so that when I put the ribbon around the center, there'll be nothing, you know what I mean, nothing here to, or even close to it, that I have to look out for. So I put, you know, one at that end and one at this end. And I will still use, you know, I can still use those fine. And then I do have the music paper on one and then the yellow paper on the other. I still think, me personally, you can journal on that, and I think it makes it pretty, to be honest. So that's how these guys worked out. My little story here is this little ladybug, or what they say in Deutschland, in Germany, Marienkäfer. Love the word for that bug, Marienkäfer. Isn't that the cutest word for a bug? Anywho, those I did. That's going to have a glare to it. I got these some time ago. Echo Park put these on sale some time ago. And you get these three. You get the butterfly and the ladybug and the bee. And here's the butterfly here put together. And the other one, you know, I just put top on bottom, bottom on top, you know, like so. And then, of course, you see this little darling ladybug. And I was like, my bees are saying, quick, let's go get the pollen. I don't know what the ladybug's doing. I've got all these little stories, excuse me, that I make up when it comes to this stuff. As you see, I'm trying to be a little bit better about stamping here, 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 here with the bees. And I will show you those because those are my favorite stamps in a long time. And where did I put them? I wanted to keep them out to show you. Oh, here they are. So, they are from Amazon, y'all. And you could just look up, I think I looked up bee stamps, to be honest. This one says, just because, have a beautiful day and happy birthday. I was waiting for it to say happy bee day, but it didn't. But, I just love working with these, and how gorgeous are those two bees. Worked with this too, as you can see. And this one, Be Happy. So looking forward to that. Handsome kept saying, I want to see you do that one. I was like, well, give me time. So I've got stuff that I want to, like I said, that I'm trying to save from that not being able to do something. And got certain things done. And if you stayed this long, this is a hidden giveaway. And it's not a big prize, but I think it's a pretty prize. It's these stickers, y'all. And I think they're vellum stickers. I'm not sure. But you're getting, especially for the fall, wouldn't this, and spring actually, but both time, wouldn't this be gorgeous on cards too? And look at this one. I just think they're beautiful. I had gotten them on Amazon. I'm not sure when, but I just think they're beautiful. And these two will be coming to the winner if you're interested in receiving some stickers that are just kind of elegant, I think. And what you have to do, you have to be 18 or older. You have to be a visible subscriber of mine. You have to tell me in the comments below. You cannot say, please enter me. Do not say, please enter me, because it is hidden. I say this every time. If you have been with me a while, my subbies are the best at hiding hidden giveaways. I'm serious. You cannot beat them. You just can't. And I got the idea about sending some gorgeous stickers like this from Cindy A. Lewis. Because remember, I won some on her live. But since I don't know when I'm going live next, Handsome and I keep talking about it, and then we don't do it. Because we got all this other stuff going on. But what you're going to have to do in the comments below. I'm working on this page. And I stamped, I just showed you the stamps here of the bee. And I do his little yellow accents with alcohol ink, and I did the same with alcohol ink here with the flowers. And he's going to go and get some pollen that, yes, I don't know if it's showing up, but the pollen has glitter on it. Yeah, there, I can get it to show right there. It shows you how important it is for us as human beings that they pollinate. And what you have to answer is, I have this cut out. Remember my Tim Holtz die set, one of them that I got for 75% off? Well, as it showed in his example, this die of the honeycomb, it is, it will cut it out of the paper. You know what I mean? It doesn't come out like this. It'll cut the paper like that. And so what I had done is I had this is specialty paper from Walmart, and Norma Lisa told us about these. They are the coolest papers. And to me, I don't know if it's showing up, it almost looks like it's dripping in honey. So I cut it out of that. And then I took my tiny little Martha Stewart scissors and cut it out so that I could have just that. Now, here's what you're going to have to say if you're interested in winning the stickers. Stickers? Woo-wee! Oh, she's Southern right now. You're going to have to tell me in the comments below if you like it, the die cut, because that's what it is. If you like the die cut left alone, okay, or if you prefer it that I place it on this specialty paper from Walmart, and that's Scrap Pack, which has glitter. I hope you can see the glitter. It's got like glitter fibers in it. That makes any sense. And what I would do is I would glue it onto this paper and then fussy cut it out again like so, and therefore it would make it a tuck spot up there or a corner pocket, you know. So that's what you have to tell me if you're interested in entering the hidden giveaway. You need to tell me if this, if you like it best with the paper, the glittery paper behind it, or if you like it left alone and just glued directly onto that. Okay? That's what you have to let me know if you're interested in entering. And I've had this is fun working on this because you know I love bees so much. I'm going to talk just a little bit more because some people come just to see if there's a hidden giveaway at the end. And I want this to say a hidden giveaway, so if you don't mind, I'm going to put in just a couple of more minutes talking. And hope you all had a lovely Labor Day. I will have a video coming up soon. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, and I'm hopefully going to do it with Handsome. Handsome and I, not for Labor Day, after he took another day off, we went to Dollar Tree, and he found some goodies, not to craft with or anything, but he found some fun stuff to eat, y'all. And so I thought I'd have him come with me and do that video with me, you know, because you all are so sweet about him on the channel. You all get such a kick out of him. He is a caution, isn't he? He just cuts up and carries on, you know. And that's the thing about both of us. You put two hams together, you know. All you need is a biscuit, right? That's Toby. Toby's our beautiful assistant. She's the biscuit. And some of you all have said recently, which is super sweet of you, that you miss seeing Toby. But I'm high risk, but she's like a lot higher risk than I am. Our Toby has health issues and has had for quite a few years. Actually over half her life. So we're very, very cautious, but we have seen her several times, but we were doing mostly Skype or whatever it is, you know, on the computer. And but yeah, she keeps her chin up and she does everything she can. She has a great job right now, and where they let her work from home quite a bit. She was working from home the whole time, but you know, now it's most of the time, but not all the time. So I think I've rattled on enough to say that I can say bye-bye now. And also to thank y'all seriously for your interest in what I'm working on, and your interest in the bee and flower, and with a few butterflies thrown in on one Medienkäfer journal. And I'd like to thank you all so much for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.